A section of Highway 590 in Marks Township is getting close to reopening to traffic, 3 weeks after a major flooding caused a gaping hole in the highway. The original washout took place on June 24th, closing a section of 590 between Boreal Road and Adrian Lake Road. The Ministry of Transportation said it could take up to 3 weeks to repair the damage. And now, just a little more than 3 weeks since the Mother Nature washed away the asphalt, repairs are close to complete. An MTO spokesperson says the highway grading work should be done by this weekend, with the section of highway expected to open to traffic next week. However, drivers in that area will still face delays and detours. Just east of the same highway, the MTO is replacing a culvert. That work started in early July. And despite signs saying that it will be completed by August 16th, the MTO said today that it will actually wrap up sometime in the fall. Local residents say that the highway closures have added at least 15 minutes to their daily commute.
Cycling advocates are expressing frustration with the city's potential shelving of a plan for a pedestrian bridge across the McIntyre Floodway. City engineers will present a recommendation to council on Monday night to instead create 2 new walking trails along a pair of local streets. Alana Pickrell has that story.
Last month, local cyclists held a rally to push City Council to move ahead with an active transportation bridge over the McIntyre Floodway to connect the north and south sides of the city. Cycling advocate Ken Shields says it's been a priority for the last 20 years, but now, despite money given to the city by the Ontario Municipal Commuter Cycling Program, that bridge may have to keep waiting.
Actually, so administration is recommending to council right now that we move forward with 2 other priority projects that have been recommended in the draft active transportation plan.
The city still has $850,000 left from the commuter fund, and it must be spent by the end of 2020. City Engineering Director Kayla Dixon says they are now putting their focus on 2 other projects instead. Pending council's approval on Monday night, Oliver Road between Gulf Links and Balmoral will see a multi-use trail added beside it. There would also be a paved trail built along the Ford Street corridor between Walsh Street and Walnut Street. Shields says these 2 projects don't even come close to what the bridge would have done.
This bridge will trump those projects when it comes to safety because of all the collisions between cyclists and vehicles, motor vehicles in that area. You cannot even compare.
Dixon says the multi-use bridge is still a priority for the city, and she thinks it will move forward in the future once several obstacles are crossed. Negotiations with CN Rail to allow the city to build onto their existing bridge over the floodway have been progressing slowly and likely won't meet the deadline for the commuter funding to be spent.
We're still in productive talks with CN to see if we can share their bridge and provide a multi-use trail across the floodway. And until those discussions are finalized, we need to move forward with another project.
The city will take their recommendation to council on Monday night, but Shields says the biking community is not giving up their fight just yet. A bike rally will start at the McIntyre Floodway at 6 o'clock Monday night, and cyclists will then make their way to City Council for the meeting.
It's time. It's been a long time coming, and this is the most inexpensive way to get a north-south biking route today.
Alana Pickrell, TBT News.